Welcome back, guys, to yet another New World video on this channel. Today we are going over a little bit of a harvesting farm, but also something that is directly related to gold. I kind of wanted to make a video like this where we have like an hourly gold gain. Now obviously this will sway a little bit depending on the server, so I am using the minimum amounts that I think you can get based on how low the materials on my server are, and my server is pretty populated, so take it with a grain of salt. Also remember that prices may differ depending on what you farm, but let's get into it. This is a harvesting farm up here in, or well, over here in Restless Shores. I have made a hemp farming guide or a fiber farming guide around this area before, but I want to go over something additionally on top of this farm that will make it just a little bit better. So what do you need before you actually go out and farm this? I would recommend that you get yourself a full harvesting set. Okay, so you get yourself a set where it has reinforced harvesting luck on every single piece, because that is going to increase the chances of you getting rare materials that will actually you know, sell for a decent amount, or you can use it for separate crafting materials. It's really good to have. And on your sickle, I recommend getting harvesting yield. As of extraction is pretty good, but now that we, you know, are swimming in as of because of outpost rush, it's not that important. Also getting harvesting luck on your sickle will also be a good idea. I do not have that on this one because I was building up my ass off, as you can see, but that is also a good idea. Additionally, I would recommend that you get corn on the cob, which is going to be your luck food for harvesting. So that is something that's very important to consider. And also when you're out here, you might as well get yourself a proficiency booster, whatever level you're comfortable with and whatever level you think is going to be worth it. I use the common proficiency booster for these ones because there are not any super important materials that I'm trying to get out of this. I could get Phoenix Weave from a couple of wire fibers, but on this route we do not have that many of them. So what am I talking about? Let me bring up the New World map here. So we have the location up here, and as you can see, if we click on all of our lovely things, that's going to be the hemp, that's going to be the herbs, that's going to be the silkweed, and that's going to be the wire fiber. Now you can see that there's a lot of stuff here. So what I recommend is, let's use our nifty little tool called paint. It's actually not going to be paint, it's going to be the snipping tool. But either way, what you're going to do is you're going to spawn in with your obviously the fast travel point that's going to be around here, and what you're going to do is you're going to go along the bank here, okay, and you're going to swing around, come back here, because these over here to the left side, these are not worth it to grab because there's not that many compared to over here. So you're going to continue, and then this is where you sway. You go all the way up here, and then you turn around and come back down. This right here is going to be the route that I use, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to follow the arrow from the start location right down here, and that is going to be where you start with the fast travel location, and then you're going to move in this circle. Now you could the reason that I recommend going in a circle like this is because you will infinitely have materials, because if you go along your way and you pick up everything, you're going to run out of materials, and you have to do a lot of running where you're not picking anything up. So this is going to be the most efficient route that I've found. You can also venture up into these areas up here. If you can actually see my mouse, you can also venture up into these areas, but that is only if there's a lot of competition here. But this area is actually not, it doesn't have that much competition anymore. It used to in the start when New World was just you know, with all the hype and everybody was playing, but right now there's not a lot of competition out here, so I expect that you guys can get a lot out of this. Now, how much would you be expecting to get per hour? You can expect to get just about I would say 6,000 to 7,000 fibers, and then additionally, if you pick up the hyssop or like the herbs that aren't going to be obviously directly any of the what do you call it, the silkweed or the wire fiber, you're going to pick up these small lovely things called hyssop, and they're small blue flowers, and it will also give you some cooking reagents, so that's going to be very good as well. And then silkweed, that's a little hard to say. I would say 1,000. It's been very it's been all over the place. It hasn't been very consistent because the spawn timer is a little longer, and wire fibers, there's not that many spawns of wire fibers, so you can't expect too much out of that. But what I have found is I've found to have value here in 1 hour from anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 gold every hour. Now, that might not be that much, but that is going to be how much you can get out of the base materials. If you were to craft it into something else and maybe get yourself some more value from higher tiered refining materials, you can definitely do that. But this is just focusing on the base materials and the extra refining or extra rare materials that you're going to be getting with luck. But that is actually going to be it. Make sure you guys take a screenshot of this route if you want to use it. This is definitely something that I will be starting to use a lot more, because I am going to need this for leveling up my leveling up my armoring. That's actually where I plan to use a lot of these materials. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope it helped you out. I hope it's gonna help you out in the future, and if you liked it, make sure you drop a like on the video. And that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it, and until the next one, see you guys.